welcome to part 2. Thanks for watching part 1, guys. For those of you who have liked and subscribed and all the rest and shared, thanks for that, it's appreciated. So I'm going to go into part 2, explaining all the accessories you're going to need to start out with, hopefully with a priority of what you need to start off with, and then progressing on to all the accessories which you will need. I don't have all of them, I'll just show you the few basic ones that you will need. So let's get into it, Right guys, first bit, your boots. So these are what are going to be on your feet to kind of get you to places, into the trickier places. So this is all depending on where you are, where you're hunting, what you need them for, and what features you're going to need to take advantage of. Okay, so first one, flexibility. So soft flexibility, like the Stony Creek Stalkers or the Mendel Lacklands. I don't think they continue anymore. Anyway, they're going to be a lot quieter than what stiffer boots are. So if you're in the car workers, or if you just want to be quiet and maybe more comfort than anything, and you're not going to go up mountainous, really steep rocky terrain, those will be perfect. If you go into a mid flex boot like these were a bit worn out now. These are the Stony Creek Roosters or the Grey Wackies. That's going to be your good all-rounder boot, really. It's going to get you places in the Rohinis and Tararuas. You might get away with the South Island, but ideally that's the mid flex boot. About $400 is what you're going to be wanting. Lower ranges are quite a good mid flex boot. Greaseport will do a copy, Mendel's will do a copy, or a version, So the next one's a strong flex, so a grade 6 shank boot with a pivot point, whatever you want. Okay, so Mendel Island Pros, lower Tibet GTXs, they are very good boots. They are going to give you serious support if you're carrying heavy loads, if you're going into mountainous terrain, into rocky stuff. That's what you're going to need. Okay, and that's some serious price stuff. That's $700 at least. Okay, but that's an investment. You're going to get a lot of hunts out of that. Right, so the next bit, the sole. Some treads and things are very different. They can supply a lot different grip, different areas, especially on moss and wet and then rocks and things like that. Have a look around, have a few opinions on what people think, reviews. I'm not going to cover too much on that. So the next feature will be the rand. You can see that's going to protect, it's a bit of a rubber that's glued on the boot. It's going to protect rocks cutting the side of your boots as you're walking along. You can see all that rubber there, it's all been spliced up. And then you can see there, I haven't looked after these boots, so they've split. They're worn out. Just haven't looked after them. So you imagine a rand that goes right round like on the Mendel Pros. It's going to protect it a hell of a lot more. So if you're going to be in sharp rock terrain, seriously look for a nice rand that even goes right round, or even up high on the boot. Lace system, a lot of boots coming out with the swivel lace system, so you can just pull from the top and it all the way down from the bottom. It's going to tighten in, so you just got to pull and then you go around the locks, each one as normal. And a few brands have the tongue piece there, so you go under that and it holds the tongue up in place. So yeah, have a look around different boots, see what different people think, particularly people who hunt in your area. Just keep an eye on that. Don't ask people what think some boots are like on farms, or in the South Island and you're hunting the Rohinis, it's going to be totally different. They're going to have different opinions. That's my opinion. Hopefully a few tips there helped you on that one. Here's one of the most expensive bits that you're going to absolutely spew over, but it is essential. Maybe even number one, like may even take over the boots. But these are a pair of my thermals, so the leggings. It's just an example of a good pair of thermals, probably one of the best on the market. Okay, Under Armour's probably on the top at the moment. This is Hunter's Element prime winter thermals. You can see all those checkered squares and things. These are seriously nice and warm. They cling to your skin, so you get them nice and sort of not too tight, but they are tight fitting. Okay, so they're going to wick moisture away from you. They're going to keep you at a good temperature. Yeah, that's the key bit. You know, you don't want to layer up too much. Okay, so you're going to have your thermals on, your pair of shorts, and a t-shirt like this. Don't wear cotton. You'll die. Pretty much, if you wear too many clothes, walking to the top of the hill, you're going to sweat a lot. Okay, so there's moisture on the top of your skin. You're going to stop. You're going to glass. Shit, I'm cold. So you need some good thermals, which is against your skin, and it's going to absorb all that moisture. And if you find that you're really cold still, eventually after a long day of hunting, take your thermals off because they're saturated. Alright, you're going to think that's the most bizarre thing to do, but take them off. Okay, especially when you get to the car and you're driving home, it's going to be the worst bit. You're going to go sit down and it's going to touch your back, and you're going to get a really cold back. Alright, these are good thermals. Invest in some thermals. Alright, they're going to last you a long time, unless you slide your ass along rocks like I do. Jackets, a raincoat. That's your next. That's your shell. That's going to protect you from the weather. You can get all sorts of different weather in one day, even within a few hours. Up here in the Rahinis, or even anywhere else, anywhere you're hunting in New Zealand. Actually, you know, you'll be walking up in the sunshine. Next minute, it's bloody thunderstorms. By the end of the day, it's snowing. Okay, a good coat. Good waterproof coat. This is just sort of Stony Creek coat. Hunt light, I think. Hunt light, Stony Creek Hunt light, an old one. Alright, so a few features. See all that seam taping? Make sure that's there when you buy a coat, and make sure it goes all the way through. Alright, all the way down. Make sure all that waterproof fabric's going right down. A few nice features. That coat doesn't have it. I'll show you the other coat anyway later on, but see this one, this is a hybrid. You see that waterproof, it doesn't go all the way through. This is the waterproofing, and then it changes to the cotton, the brush fleece. Be careful of the cheaper coats that look waterproof and you go, oh yep, they're waterproof, you know. Oh shit, hang on, no they're not. Good coat though for the summer. So it depends on when you're hunting, where you're hunting, and how much you're hunting. Alright, I'll show you this, guys. This is how you roll up your coat to take up minimal room in your backpack. So here, lie it out, the arms out, bring the chest and the zips in close. Gonna fold it in, sit it into the middle, and bring your arms down. Roll that over again, arms down. Sort of line it all up with the hood facing up, the inside. You're going to roll it up, and you're just going to tuck it inside the hood. That's how you do it. Right, this is probably the more interesting bit. This is what I hunt with at the moment. This is my current setup. Alright, so bowl opener, essential. Alright, day pack, different sizes, whatever you want, depends on how long you're going to hunt for, how much you want to spend. Make sure you don't buy too crap a one as soon as you get up to a 40 litre, I'd say. That's when you're going to start putting some loads in. You don't want it to fail. Alright, Stony Creek Day Hunter 18 litre. Been a good pack. I've had it for about 2 or 3 years. Never let me down. It's got some good features. I'm just going to rip it open, show you guys what's in it, talk about, throw a few comments out there of why I have it. Right, so the first thing that's in the hood, when you open it, muesli bars. Definitely have some muesli bars, right? Deep heat, if you're sort of maybe broken ass like I was one day. I need to rub that on my ligaments to keep me going. Very painful. Anyway, front pocket, toilet paper, headlamp. Right, So this is the H7.2, the new one. Yeah, good headlamp. They're sort of trying to innovate too much. They had a product that worked very well. I suppose they had to keep going forward. Anyway, yeah, it works well. Very bright. Good for spotlighting a little bit on the way out. And the good thing is your cell phones will have a torch. You can get an app for your torch, so that's your backup. And I've used it before, and I'm running down the creek because it's bloody on 5% battery. Running down the creek trying to get to the car in time. A knife. Get a good knife. Get a nice good stainless one or something. This is a buck knife. I don't know what model. I don't care. You can have a look at different shapes you want. You probably want one with a bit more of a point. Like that rather than like that. Because when you're doing the ring piece, it's just pain in the ass. And whatever knife you choose, whatever knife you have, invest in one of these. This is a gut hook. This is about $50 separately. So you can just cut a little nick in the guts and straight up. And it's actually really good for doing the legs too if you're wanting to skin it out. So that's that. It's your knife. Talk about that soon. Yeah, those are essentials. Survival kit. I've got some pink ribbon here, so if I start getting nervous of where I'm heading, exploring different places, I just tag these on a little tree, and I can just find my way out quite easily. And if I'm marking a track that I want to use quite regularly, I'll use that. I've got a whistle. I've got this multi-tool, but I think it's broken. Let's get another bottle opener. Had some pliers, and it's got some tools there to fix your scope up if your screws come loose. What else? It's my bra. No, it's my binoculars. Steiners. Work my way up to some Steiners. But these are probably number 3 on my list of your hunting essential kit. Down 1, 2. Yeah. Boots, clothing, thermals, binoculars. You can't shoot, you can't hunt if you can't find them, alright? It's amazing what you can see when you just sit there and look at a ridge and you just scan from the top, working way down. There's usually a deer sitting right in the middle of that, and you just glance out otherwise and go, nope, nothing there, move on to the next clearing. Or if you just quite often you just look around the edges, look down the spur, look down the ridge, and there will be a deer sitting there somewhere just feeding away. Alright, so these are Steiners, but ideally spend about $200 on your binoculars. Do not buy any cheap crap, right? So Leupold Yosemite are very good. 8 power, 10 power, doesn't really matter. I suppose if you buy a 10 power, you got the best, you got the most sort of grunt, you can see the closest. Good for if you're trophy hunting or whatever, or looking at stags. You can see a bit more detail on how big they are. 8 powers are good in the bush, or if you're looking close, because a secret to binoculars is if you go for 10 power, it's going to pick up all your shake, and when you're breathing it's going to pick it up a lot more than what 8 powers will be. 8 powers are a hell of a lot more steady, but when you finally see something, you want the 10 powers because you want to see that closer. So you got to compromise, go and work out what you want. I'd probably say 8 powers to start off with, and then later on, if you're sure, upgrade. $500 or $600 pair or $1,000 pair of binos. They're a serious investment. Okay, so that's essential number 3. Oh, that's the kit too. That's my bra. So comes around here. You can get these from Advanced Archery in Auckland, and they just all clip in like that, and it sits there all ready to go whenever you need them. Pop them out and they're there, right? Very handy. They're going to stop from fogging up rather than putting it down your shirt. Some good shit right there. Here's the last bit. This is probably essential as well. The new Ridgeline Anorak Deluge Anorak. It's blue. You gotta be a bit outgoing, I suppose. Be blue, be seen. Unless you're flying in the sky or something like that. But neoprene cuffs, awesome. No hood in the way, awesome. Big chest pocket, awesome. These guys have done a bloody good job on this jacket. It's waterproof. It's just a shell. It's not to keep you warm, because if you want to keep warm, you just put one of these bloody polar, the fleece tops on. It's a no nonsense jacket. Like seriously, they've done an awesome job. Ridgeline Deluge jacket. Oh, right. They were on special. They can be on special for 150 bucks. Normally 300, so, or 250 or whatever. That's that there. Hopefully I sort of give you a few ideas of what you need. That's what I've got anyway. Yeah, bare minimums is your knife, headlamp, muesli bar for a day hunt, for a quick morning hunt. This is your Bushnell Sport 850 rangefinder. There's other ones, there's better ones. This is just the cheapest one that's got an acceptable quality and warranty. This is about probably 3 years old now, and still going on the first battery it's ever had. Seriously, almost a vital, critical piece of equipment, coming at number 4. And you may think I'm not doing long range shooting. This is about learning your limits. Alright, these are great for when I feel, well, just tell you what I use it for. Me and my mate, when we were out hunting out on a it was a county block or something, I think, and it's quite big valleys, but it didn't look that big. And I just brought this and I pulled this out. I was like, how far is that over there? And we go, oh yeah, 250. And I said, oh, 300. And we pulled this up and we ranged it 600 yards. So this is about learning your limits, getting your eye and focus on judging distance. I keep this on yards, shootings in yards, because when you go online and you're looking at, you know, ballistics or whatever, you're going, oh shit, all these Americans have got all this great info, and now I've got to convert it into meters. Well, fuck off, just do it in yards, man. It's how shooting is supposed to be, in yards. Alright, so a great tool for getting your eye in, judging the distance, and you wouldn't use this bugger all. Okay, so after you learn, because you're going to go up and you're going to look at a deer and you go, nah, that's too far, I'm going to have to get a bit closer. But prior, you would have had a shot and you would have been like, why am I missing? Because it's 600 yards, not 150 yards or whatever. So that's me anyway. I needed bloody coaching, get my eye in, use it for golf as well, bloody handy. You could use it for anything. It's an electronic tape measure too for you farmers. Alright, it's a text thing, don't know too much about it, but there's another one, another little accessory, not vital or anything. What is it? Easy lap diamond hone stone, very fine, it's just smooth, so you just want to run it over your knife while you're butchering up there, keep it all nice and sharp. Yeah, you can get these from Robert Conahan's, this was, so go to your gun shop, ask them to get one from there. Takes up bugger all room in your backpack, whatever. All these cool little pouches you can get as well, chuck on your belt, go for quick day hunts. Yeah. Shit, I could get prattling over all the shit that anyone can use, that you may need, but long and short of it is, get the essentials, like I said, your boots, raincoat, some good thermals so you don't die, binoculars, no, we're at 3, binoculars, so you can see things, you can find things to kill, alright, that's why else we're hunting, alright, let's just kill some shit, plenty of deer out there. Yeah, your backpack. Yeah, your backpack. Just want to look at how much you want to spend and what the size you need. Probably I'd recommend going to a 27 litre in the Stony Creek range. And if you got more money and you want more quality, go up to the Marcors or whatever. You get a few more extras. Stony Creek's a great brand, alright. So is Ridgeline. They're all pretty much good brands, unless you're paying for the cheap shit, man. You know, if you're paying for the cheap stuff, expect cheap, so don't use it as much. So good for you guys going out now and then. Buy some serious stuff if you're hunting a lot, alright. It's an investment, seriously. Right, see what kind of hate I can get off this video too. Hopefully you can understand it a bit better. Take some tips and ideas out of my video, and I'd like to see some comments and things on what you guys think and what you may want to see a video of next. I'm probably going to go into a bit more depth on, I'll probably go hunting and do a bit of a video of me hunting and how I'm hunting and why I'm doing it and what time and whatever. Okay, so like it, subscribe, share. Thanks guys.